What up, everybody? Nick from Main Custom Prints back with another video, and today we're gonna be talking about my Epson EcoTank 2720. No tutorial today, more of just a talking video, and I'm just gonna let you guys know the nightmare I've been having with this printer. All right, so it all started about maybe a little bit over a month ago. I got an order for some custom keychains. Did the keychains. One of my homies saw the keychains. He told me, hey, there's banding on your prints. I didn't know what banding was at the moment. He told me it's when you get lines across your print. These were horizontal lines. So I had horizontal lines going across my print. The customer is probably not going to notice it. As a business owner, as a printer, we notice things. So he brought it to my attention. After that, I tried fixing my printer. Everything just went downhill after that. So after that happened, I had reached out to some YouTube streamers that I watch, offered to print their stuff. So I was gonna do some stuff with sublimation, but the issue I was having was specifically with the color cyan. My black, my magenta, and my yellow print out perfectly fine. Cyan, those horizontal lines going across all my cyan. The streamers that I watch, their logo happens to be blue, which made it horrible because I'm supposed to be printing stuff or samples. I was gonna print samples for them, and their logo is blue. Cyan, obviously you need cyan for blue. I couldn't print their shit because it had banding. Let me show you guys. I just pressed this randomly on a regular ass phone case because I just wanted to see what it would look like. And I don't know if you guys can see. No, you can't see it on camera. There's horizontal lines going across that whole print. Obviously, I'm not gonna send that as a sample. That looks horrible. Like I said, the customer probably won't notice it, but as a business owner, I'm not sending that. Especially as a sample to get business, I'm not sending that. So what did I do? I took it upon myself to try to fix my printer. First thing I did, I tried to purge my printer. And by the way, this is like the 4th video I make because I did like 3 other videos trying to show how to fix the printer. Had to trash all the videos because I couldn't fix it. So I tried to purge my printer. If you don't know what a purge is, because I didn't know until I watched YouTube. So instead of doing head cleanings and power cleanings, because head cleanings and power cleanings will damage your printer, there is a tank in the back of your printer where there's a tank back here, somewhere back here. Every time you do a head cleaning or power cleaning, what that does is run ink through your lines, and then that ink has to go somewhere, which is a waste tank in the back of your printer. Once the waste tank fills up, the printer's not gonna let you print, which I'll get to it later, but it did happen to me. It did happen to where it said, you can't print anymore, contact Epson. So instead of doing head cleanings and power cleanings, they recommend doing purge. Purge, I'm having issues with my cyan. I'm gonna print a bunch of pages with cyan, but it has to be true cyan, meaning the hex code for cyan. And you could do this with any line that you're having trouble with. If it's yellow, make sure you're printing true yellow. And it's something like, it's not something like this, it's this. It's just a big square in cyan. That way the cyan ink runs through those lines, and instead of going to the waste tank in the back of your printer when you're doing a head and power cleaning, you're just doing it on paper so it doesn't damage your printer. You waste ink, obviously, but it's not damaging your printer. Ink, Cosmos ink, which I use, costs $40, $50. That printer right now costs $400. So I'd rather waste ink than to damage my printer. So you can do this with any color you're having trouble with, black, cyan, magenta, yellow, but make sure it's the true color. Go to Google magenta hex code, bam, type it in, print sheets of that. So whatever, I did that, didn't fix my issue. So after it didn't fix my issue, I decided, okay, let me do a head cleaning. Did a couple head cleanings, didn't fix my issue. Did a couple power cleanings, didn't fix my issue. And with Epson, please pay attention here because I saw some YouTube videos where some YouTubers were just doing head cleaning after head cleaning after head cleaning, and that will damage your printer. Epson recommends do 3 head cleanings wait 12 hours or let your printer sit for 12 hours. You could do 3 more head cleanings and keep repeating it like that. Or do 3 head cleanings. If you want to do a power cleaning, wait the 12 hours, do the power cleaning, wait another 12 hours, and do another power cleaning or head cleaning. And it's just like that. It has to be in intervals of 12 hours. Or I saw another guy where you do your 3 head cleanings, and if you're still missing segments on your nozzle check, you have to trick your printer into thinking that the nozzle check is good. So when it asks you, are there any missing segments, you click no, which is going to make your printer think the nozzle check came out fine. After you click no, you can go back and do another head cleaning and do it like that. That's just from what I saw on YouTube. You can do your own research, take it upon yourself to do whatever you want. It's your printer. So whatever, I did all of that. None of that worked. I started doing more research on YouTube. Started seeing that there might be a clog in the head, or there's a clog somewhere, dry ink. Because honestly, this was my fault. These type of sublimation printers, you're not supposed to let them sit. If you let them sit, the ink dries up and it gets solid and it clogs up your lines, and this is the type of issues you have. So I did let mine sit for a while. I didn't do any type of printing, and here I am with this issue of not being able to print. So don't let your printer sit. What they recommend is print at least a nozzle check or a test page, something like that, once a week, twice a week, or whatever. I recommend just doing a nozzle check twice a week because it prints a little bit of all the colors. And then you should be fine with your printer. But my dumbass let it sit for a long time and I got a clog. So what I did more research, and I saw this guy. He opened up the printer, took out the dampers. If you don't know what the dampers are, it's the little cartridges inside. Not the ink cartridges. These don't have cartridges. These have little tanks. Eco tank. It's a tank. When you open up your printer, when you lift this up, inside on the print head, there are little cassettes, cartridges. I think they call them dampers. Those are filled with ink. And I saw a guy who takes those out and he gets a syringe. Let me show you how many syringes I bought to try to fix this. I bought packs of syringes to try to fix this. So I got the syringe, stuck it in the damper, try to suck out ink. The guy said if it's hard to suck out the ink, there's a clog somewhere. I checked my cyan, I checked my black. Ink was coming out nice and smooth. So I was like, okay, that's weird. There's no clog there. So that didn't fix anything. Next thing I tried was buying printhead solution. This is the printhead solution that I got. It came with a syringe and it came with this little hose. What you do, this end goes on your syringe. This end, you connect it to your printhead. You flush out the printhead, and it's supposed to clean your printhead from any clogs or anything like that. So I did that. I flushed out the printhead, still having issues. So then what did I do? I took that same cleaning solution. I flushed out the dampers. Still didn't fix the issue. So then I got another syringe and I checked the actual lines, the hoses. I sucked out ink from there. Everything was coming out smooth. Checked the lines. Still not fixing the issue. My last option was replace the printhead. So I got a printhead. I don't know if you guys have looked up Epson printheads for these printers. They're very hard to find, like from a trustworthy source. Couldn't find shit. Went on Amazon. They have the same printhead, which I did buy. I did buy a replacement printhead, but let me tell you guys, some of these printhead or these Amazon sellers that sell the printheads for this, all bad reviews. Everybody was saying it doesn't work, it didn't fix my issue, all bad reviews. I found one that had no reviews, so I took my chances with the one with no reviews. I bought it and still didn't fix my issue. So that was my last resource, replacing the printhead. I reached out to one of the guys I saw on YouTube. I told him everything I did to try to fix it. And what he told me, it's either a bad printhead or a bad ink pad. The ink pad is perfectly fine. I checked it. The print head, I replaced it, still didn't fix it. Yeah, that is where I'm at with this printer. I didn't get to fix it. The new print head didn't work. Nothing worked. Maybe I'm too dumb to figure this out. But now I'm selling it in the condition that it's in. Hopefully somebody buys it. They can figure out how to fix it. I'm sure it's fixable. I'm almost sure it's fixable. I see some of the guys on YouTube fix worse printers than that. I'm sure it's fixable. I just couldn't figure it out. And those samples that I was supposed to send out, I've yet to send them out because I have no sublimation printer at the moment. So hopefully it's not too late to send those samples out, because after I came to the realization this is not gonna get fixed. Oh, and by the way, that's a new box of Cosmos ink. I bought a fresh box of Cosmos ink because I knew I was gonna be trying to fix the printer. So I said I don't want to run out of ink and not be able to fix it. So now I'm stuck with a fresh box of Cosmos ink. So when I came to the realization that I wasn't gonna be able to fix it, I decided to invest in a Sawgrass. So today is Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So I decided to invest in a Sawgrass SG500 because one of the things I heard about it, I heard some mixed reviews. One of the things that I really like though is that as long as you keep it plugged in, it will maintain itself. So you don't have these issues with clogging and whatever. If I let it sit for a month or two, as long as it's plugged in, that printer will maintain itself, which was one of the things that I said, I gotta get that printer. I need a sublimation printer, especially during Christmas time when mugs and all these little type of gifts sell. So I had no choice but to invest in a Sawgrass SG500, getting rid of the Epson. I'm selling it in the condition that it is, including the Cosmos ink. It still has ink in there. It has this brand new Cosmos ink, and I think I got a little bit left of the other ones. So if anybody is interested in my Epson 2720 with the Cosmos ink, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is gonna be right here. But yeah, that's the nightmare I've been having. Hopefully this didn't cost me business when my Sawgrass comes in. I'm still planning on sending those samples. Hopefully it's not too late. And also, when I receive my Sawgrass SG500, I will be making some videos on that. So stay tuned for that. I will be making Sawgrass videos. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, this shit sucked. As a business owner, it possibly costed me business with these YouTubers that I reached out to, which sucks. But you know, it is what it is. It's part of the business. Hopefully that Sawgrass gets here ASAP, because I need to get this shit done. Yeah, I'm done with the Epson. I did everything I could to try to fix it. Couldn't figure it out. Maybe one of you guys wants to deal with it and try to figure it out. By the way, you cannot find these 2720s anywhere. And if you do, they're $400. I bought that one for $200, I think. When I had got it, them shits are $400 now, and very little places have them. And to be honest, I didn't even use it that much. I probably printed like 500 and something pages, but a lot of those pages were the purge sheets. Look. All of this is just purge sheets. As you can see, just purging, testing all of this out. That's where majority of the prints have came from. Not even from sublimating products or nothing like that. So the printer still, obviously it's not printing, but it's in okay condition. It's not that old. It's just there's a clog somewhere. I can't figure it out. Maybe one of you guys is a little bit more tech savvy than me. But DM me on Instagram if you're interested. And that's it from me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It is kind of long, but it is what it is. Yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, and make sure you guys hit that notification bell. Also, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And that's it for me. Peace out.